A mist-shrouded lagoon at dawn. Camera drifts low over glassy water. Distant bird call, soft heartbeat. Hidden beyond tangled mangroves lies a lagoon untouched by time, and by safety. Here, one little girl would soon discover that magic can be as perilous as it is wondrous. Close up on a swaddled infant Maru placed gently at the water's edge by her mother. Reflections dance on her wide eyes. Maru was born beneath a silver moon, in a village that blossomed at the water's edge. From her first days, she showed an uncanny fascination with every droplet, mirroring her mother's face in puddles, laughing at ripples in the stream. Amina watched her daughter's wonder with pride, and with a quiet unease. Amina sits by a fireside, flashlight dancing across her face as she speaks. She would crawl straight into the shallows if I let her. I thought it was just childhood curiosity until I realized she wasn't looking at her toes. She was searching for something in the depths. Inside the village's communal hut, firelight flickers across an aged mural showing a giant fish with a child astride its back. Villagers whisper in the background, low mystical hum, snap of burning wood. Long before Maru's first breath, villagers told tales of the Koitanu, a creature of shifting scales, said to choose a single child each generation and whisk them away across the lagoon. Some called it a guardian, others whispered it was a test of fate. Yet every mural, every carving, ended with a warning, only one returned. Legend, Koitanu, guardian of the deep. Why then, if this legend is true, has no one else ever come home to tell the tale? Golden sunlight creeps across wooden docks. Amina places Maru gently in a woven sling, sets her down at the lagoon's edge. The camera lingers on Maru's tiny toes dipping into the water, boards creaking, soft guitar arpeggio. It began on a morning as ordinary as any other. Amina hummed a lullaby, cradling Maru to the water's edge. She expected the usual, cooing, splashes, the shimmer of light on ripples. But as Maru nestled into the shallows, the lagoon's surface stilled, as if holding its breath. Maru's hand touches the water, a single concentric ripple spreads outward. And then she saw it, a movement beneath the glassy surface that would change everything. Underwater POV, a massive, iridescent form glides into view. Its scales flash electric blue in the sunlight filtering through. Maru felt the pulse of something vast and alive beneath her. In that heartbeat, a creature of legend emerged, the Koitanu, its scales shimmering like lightning trapped in water. Maru's eyes widened, half with wonder, half with trepidation. Slow motion above water, Maru giggles as the fish's snout nudges her hand. With an instinct that defied her tiny frame, Maru reached out, and the creature bowed its head, inviting her to climb aboard. High-speed camera circles overhead as Maru mounts the fish. They sail across the lagoon like a leaf drifting on glass, pulsing drumbeat underscores each flick of the tail. Together, they skim the lagoon's mirrored surface. Reeds bowed in their wake, schools of fish burst into living rainbows below. Every stroke carried them farther from the shore, into a world where reality blurred with myth. Maru's laughter carried across the water, a beacon of innocence in a realm both beautiful and untamed. Transition to underwater, bioluminescent coral forests glow, elf-like seahorses dart among swaying kelp. Muffled choir, distant whale calls. Beneath the waves lay a kingdom of wonder, coral towers that pulsed with otherworldly light, seahorses dancing in silent ballet, and fish that whispered past like living jewels. Maru stretched out her hand, creatures of legend brushed past her fingertips, welcoming her as their own. In that moment, time itself seemed to bend around mother and child, until a tremor shivered through the water. Quick cuts, dark clouds roil above, surface water ripples, the fish's fin flexes tensely. Low rumble, accelerating heartbeat. The lagoon sighed beneath an approaching storm. Clouds gathered like a shroud. Maru's laughter faded, the creature paused, nostrils flaring as it sensed a shift in the air, and in the depths. Underwater POV, swirling plankton parts to reveal a faint, circling silhouette. Something ancient and hungry lurked below, the true guardian of the deep. Surface, wind whips the water to froth, sheets of rain pummel the lagoon. Roaring rain, cracking thunder, frantic orchestral strikes. The sky broke. Rain shattered the surface like glass. The fish fought each wave, muscles rippling beneath Maru's trembling grip. Amina on the dock, squinting into the storm, Maru on the fish, wide-eyed. In two worlds at once, mother stranded on shore, child battling the elements at sea, hope clung to every heartbeat. The fish plunges beneath a curtain of water, diving into a kelp-fringed cave. Roaring surface fades into muffled dripping. With a powerful flick, they dove below the tempest. Rain's fury became a distant roar. In the cave's hush, Maru gasped, and then exhaled relief. But even sanctuary carries its shadows. Inside the grotto, torchlight reveals ancient pictographs etched in rock, a child riding a fish, surrounded by inscrutable symbols. Echoing drip, distant tribal percussion. On these walls lay a darker chapter of the legend, children who never returned, claimed by the cave's cold embrace. Their names lost to time, their stories etched in silent stone. Maru's wide eyes reflected in flashlight beam. She felt the weight of countless souls watching her. The fish nudged her forward, through a narrow tunnel carved by centuries of currents. Chaotic ascent, swirling silt, claustrophobic walls, then an explosion of light as they burst into open water. Underwater rush, sudden whoosh into air. They broke through the surface into a world transformed. The storm had passed, leaving behind a lagoon reborn in golden light. Above them stretched a perfect double rainbow, proof that even the fiercest tempest can give way to hope. Amina racing along the shore, arms outstretched. In that moment, mother and child reunited, bound forever by a journey that defied the boundary between myth and reality. Villagers gather around a beach bonfire at dusk, passing a carved wooden figurine of Maru atop the fish. Maru, now a toddler, waves at the water's edge. Crackling fire, gentle guitar, children's laughter. Maru's passage became a new chapter in the legend of the Koitanu, a testament that courage knows no age, and that wonder often lurks where fear reigns. The creature slipped once more into myth, until the next heart brave enough to answer its call. If Maru's journey stirred your spirit, subscribe for more tales from the edge of the unknown. Share your own adventures in the comments, because magic awaits us all, if we dare to ride it. Final heartbeat echo, fading into the chirp of night insects and the gentle roll of lagoon waters.